Stay. Hey, come. Come. Good. Down. No, all the way. Yes. Good. Freddy, come. Down. Yeah. Good. No. Easy. Good. He's more anxious with food, but babies often smell like food and vomit. Come. Down. Here. Stop. Good. Yes. Good boy. That's an ugly baby. Why are you selling ugly babies like that to kids? That's a shame. That's a shame, Freddy. You got practice on an ugly baby, huh? Down. Yes, good boy. Freddy, relax. Relax. Good. Relax. Relax. No, relax. Oh, I get the belly. I get the belly. Oh, the belly. Oh, the belly, Freddy. Good boy. Oh, that's the belly. I see the belly. Oh, you got the belly. Oh my goodness, I see the belly. Oh, the belly, honey. Oh, 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 pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. No. I got the belly, honey. Honey, 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 good boy. Good boy. Okay. Are you the big baby, Eddie? Are you the big baby? Oh, you're the big baby, Eddie. Okay, good boy. Good boy, Freddy. Good. Good boy, Freddy. Good. Here. Here. Good boy, Freddy. Good. You watch the babies. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Good boy, Freddy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Freddy. Ooh. Not warm today. Good boy, Freddy. Good boy. You take such good care of the babies, huh? You take such good care of the babies. Here. Stop. You went behind him, huh? You went behind him? Yeah. Here. That's funny. Because I've been teaching him to stay behind him. Stop. Right there, stop. Good. Down. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Freddy. Break. Did you do good? Yeah, you did good. Yeah. Okay. Break. Good boy. He wants to stay with the babies. does a baby want a jerky stick? Oh, that's a good baby. You get a jerky stick right there by your feet. Oh, what a good baby. Oh, that's a good. You can have the whole bag. Oh, to have the whole bag, baby. Go. Good. Stop. Good. Good boy. Sometimes babies drop food. No. Leave it. Yeah. Sometimes they drop food on themselves. And they throw up and they smell like food. Good. And then we wait. No. That one landed right near his foot. You see it? And then we wait until the baby's all done. Good. Alright? Especially if you have more than one dog. You don't want them to go rushing in. And then when the baby's all done, okay, you can have it. Break. Good boy. Right, because that's half the reason of having a dog when you have kids, right? Instant vacuum cleaner. And then of course they learn babies provide food. Good. Yes, you did good. Was that delicious? Oh my goodness. Want to do it again? Do you want to do it again? Oh look, the baby gets a treat. Oh, babies get a treat. Let's make them make some noise. Oh, the babies get a treat. They make a big mess, huh? That's just a big mess these babies made. Oh, that's a big mess, huh? Good. Good boy. Then we move the babies away. Break. Yes, break. Are you not going to bother getting up? What? Good boy, Freddy. Oh my goodness, Freddy. Good boy. You did so good, huh? That's a good boy. That's a good boy. I'm so proud of you. Yes, you did so good, huh, Papa? Oh, Papa. Good. Good boy. Break. You're free to go. One thing that I didn't mention was that Freddy was abused. If you see right there, and it goes underneath too, that's where the cable was in his neck when he was a puppy. So what they do is they take a cable and they wrap it around and then they clip the clip onto the cable, and the more the dog pulls, the tighter the cable gets. And especially when they're a young puppy and they're growing, sometimes their skin will actually grow around it. Do you ever see like something grow into a tree? Like if you leave an old bike next to a tree for years and then the tree grows and it actually consumes the, sort of like that. But I think that's part of his issue, not necessarily his issue, but people, you know, I get that a lot where either the person says that their dog was abused, they got it as a rescue, or the rescue themselves gets this idea in their head that the dog was abused just because it's nervous or something like this, right? And we're getting a new puppy soon, so we're going to get into a little bit of nurture versus nature. But that's basically what it is some puppies are just born that way, right? And they grow up and they become nervous dogs, and it doesn't have anything to do with anybody being cruel to them. But in this case, somebody was, neglectful, but I say it's abuse anyways. If you're going to neglect a dog and let a cable dig into his neck like that, well, you're probably not doing other things. You're probably not feeding him properly, etc., etc. You're left out by himself in the yard. Despite all that, like, he's a very trusting, friendly dog. No matter how much pressure I put on him, no matter what the other dogs did, whether he had a bone or something like that in his kennel, he was never, ever, not once, even showed the slightest bit of aggression. He's kind of a big baby, so like you see, he has a martingale on. I started out using a prong with him. It was too much for him. You'd give him a little flick of the wrist and he'd yelp. Even if I give him a medium correction on the martingale, he'll still yelp, and it has nothing to do with like any residual pain from his scars or anything like that. It's just, he's a wimp. On the e-collar, he works very, very low. So basically his working level is typically somewhere between 1 and 4. The more excited that he is, like at the park or something like that, yeah, it's got to go up. He's not going to pay attention to 1 or 4. But even still, sometimes if you catch him off guard or something, like I had him in heel and I was talking to a woman with her dog, and he was just sitting next to me, and a jogger came by and he like stood up and went to go break heel, and he got corrected and he yelped a little bit. And then the jogger jumped. She thought like he was gonna go at her or something. Like, no, you're fine. But he's been very susceptible to corrections, which is fantastic, because he needed it, right? His options is still on the table as far as the owners don't really know, that he's doing this well. And so they're still considering returning him if things don't go well when he goes home. But he's proving himself. In my opinion, he's doing excellent. So the whole nature versus nurture thing, when you get a dog like that and you think, oh, he was abused, in this case he was, right? That people have to make up for it. They have to make up for his past and let him know that, like, they're never going to do that to him, or he's never going to be unloved. He's always going to be loved. And they kind of go out of their way, like I mentioned in the first video, attention-seeking behavior, following the dog, reassuring the dog everything's okay, I'm not leaving you. And when you do that, you tend to put the dog on a pedestal, in a higher position. And so I'm sure he felt like, he could run the house. He was showing Tasmanian devil syndrome. So basically jumping all over the people whenever he got excited, whenever they played with him, getting mouthy, pulling at the clothes, that type of thing. And then whenever people would pay attention to the baby, I think he was getting, jealous, and he would jump up on the people, or, up on the changing table, I'm assuming. But he's easy to control, you know what I mean? So you include him and go, okay, we're going to go see the baby. This is what I expect of you. And you show him what to do. And then you can pretty much just turn your back on him, deal with the baby. And then when you're done with the baby, let him know, good job. Because he really works he really, really works for praise. And the longer that he's been here, the better that's been for me, because the more bond we've had. Like at first, he was just like, okay, I just want to go straight back inside. I want to go straight back into my kennel. Okay, I'll do the work, you know, but when I'm done, I don't really want anything to do with, you know, a lot of times when dogs, you know, at the shelter, they would get owner surrender, or when they come here and their owners drop them off, they feel guilty bonding with a new person, and it takes them a while, you know. But now that we've got a good bond going, it makes it so much easier to work with him, because I have to correct him a lot less. And when I praise him, he's like, oh, I like this, you know, and he repeats the good behaviors that I want from him. So excellent job so far on his behalf. I'm very proud of him. He's going home tomorrow. The people are coming tomorrow. And that's really when I'm going to get like a good measure of how him and them relate with each other. Because that's really where the issue is, you know. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let them come in and act like themselves. I will tell them, like, don't get him excited, because they are going to have the baby with them, and I don't want him to like get excited and jump up on the woman if she's holding the baby or something. But other than that, when I hand him the leash, I'm just going to say, like, walk him from here to there, and I want to see how he does it. I want to see how they do it, you know, because I want to see if they're like, okay, come on, Freddy, let's go, you know, instead of just going, Freddy, let's go, here, see? Good boy. Good boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Freddy. You're just proving my point, huh, Freddy? Oh, Freddy. Good. Okay, go back to do dog stuff. Go eat whatever you were eating and poop on stuff, whatever you gotta do. Yeah, I wanna kind of get an idea of, you know, the interaction between them and Mr. Freddy here, because if they continue to do that, he's going to go back home and go to his old ways. But if they kind of firm it up a little bit and basically treat him like the dog, because that's what he is, he's the dog. So basically, if the house catches on fire, then you have a choice. You can either save the baby or the dog, right? You can only save one. Which one are you going to choose? The obvious choice is the baby, right? The dog is at the bottom of the pack, at the bottom of the totem pole, right? That's where the dog is. That's just the nature, you know? And he needs to understand that that's his position, right? He can only come up front if, say, there's a bear or another dog is charging at the baby or something. Then yeah, do your job, right? But other than that, you're the dog. You're kind of, you know, you eat dog food. You don't get a steak, you know? That's just how it goes. Oh boy, Freddy. It's okay to be at the bottom, right? It's just the way things go. But he's, you know, from what I've gathered from them, he's a very different dog here. He's very calm. You know, from what I heard from them, he can be a little wild, you know, that whole Tasmanian devil thing. But I haven't seen it. I'm a very calm individual, and I get that a lot. I hear that a lot from people, and I bring that out in their dogs. As a matter of fact, Murphy's owner texted me and said he's just so much calmer than he used to be. And he even said that when he was here several times. Because I bring that out in the dog, right? That's what I ask of the dog. Like, if you want attention from me, or if you want something from me, you have to show me calmness in order to get it. And I nurture that. So that's it. That's it for Freddy. We are all done. And tomorrow is going to show us a whole lot. And hopefully it goes well from then on after he leaves here. And I don't see why it wouldn't. You know, as long as they take the reins and
There's really just some minor things, the habits that people have, you know. People have habits. Oh, good boy, you know, when they're aggressive. Or I had a friend who was like, oh, are you okay? He was constantly asking his dog if he was okay, and I'm like, dude, your dog's fine. Look at him, he's having a good time. Stop doing that. Stop asking him that. You know? It's like that he wanted he wanted something to care for, like he wanted a reason to, like, you know, give the dog special attention. No, you don't need to do that. You just call the dog over, and then you make him be calm, and then you give him attention. That's all. Right, Freddy? Come. Good. Stop. Sit. Sit. I'm going to zoom that back out. Good. Good boy. You know what? All done, Freddy. All done. You did good. You did so good. I'm so proud of you. Good boy. You want to go in the house? Yeah? I know you like going in the house at night because you know it's cookie time, huh? Oh, Papa.
And you found yourself here.
Good boy.
Maybe you've got watchers or event. I don't know, but we'll find out.
Good.